here.
Okay.
You up?
Yeah, we can loop it. It's not
So you guys get back to the camp.
after a while. Yeah.
Oh man, that was so good. The water.
Dude,
Right, and then you get back to the camp and you're like, oh shoot, frick, there was water in the water skins in the carriage the whole time.
Oh man.
Doesn't matter.
Come on, Alexandria. I'm just kidding.
I like fresh
Want me
water.
to call you the other name? What's that?
You guys are in character right now.
What's that?
Can you not take a joke, pal?
I'm a pessimist.
Okay. I'm going to bed.
Meanwhile, he's freaking out over here. He
Yeah,
just
I'm,
saw
like,
his
shaking,
dead son. He's
like-
flipping her out, dude. He's flipped
Well,
out.
Like,
what's
I'm
going
just,
on with you?
Yeah, what's up with
Hey, brother.
bro?
Tell him that, man.
You look a little.
My guy would have just thought it's the thing that he has in his head.
Turn it down. I cannot hear myself.
Oh, you shut up. You shut your mouth.
Okay, first of all,
Ripper can't hear himself. Turn it down.
Thank you for staying in character, dude.
Okay,
You
just
just-
I
You
can't speak.
jester.
Like, I like try speaking, but I like can't. It's just.
He's got tears in his eyes.
Hey,
dude.
take it easy, man. Can I cast a spell? Like, give him like some calmness or something?
Can make you some coffee.
I'm good. I'll just like stare at you like I want to murder you.
Don't do the
It's
book.
like-
Don't.
Or what?
Don't do the book. I don't want that.
Yeah,
Take
get
it.
out of here.
Hey, you poke looker.
I'm just looking.
You poke looker.
Well,
I just glare at you like no. It's just like
Okay, and you're not gonna say anything.
I just thought I was hoping.
Hey, Ripper,
Good
want to
idea.
shut up at
But
10?
he was there though. He was there.
Was it? Oh,
Yeah.
I guess. Well, yeah, but it still would have been like a dream for me.
Yeah, but
nonetheless.
it was you
Put
two.
that on me.
It was
Sorry.
freaking out in real life. Like,
How I guess that's
so-
chicken.
you might want to be like, did you see that? Did you know?
Did you witness that vision? Okay, whatever.
vision.
I'm
You
trying
had
to
a-
I'm
you
trying
had
to
a
cry
vision?
right now. Hold on.
What vision?
We fell asleep while resting by the fire,
Makes sense.
and in our dream, we found quite the sight. It was a little child out in the forest, banging his head against the ground over and over and over. When I went to go look at the creature, it tried to bite me.
Did you get bit?
No, I did not get bit. But then it contorted itself into a spider-like form.
Oh, I don't like that very much.
The dark figure shot it in the head, and it ripped off its head and ran away, telling us not to enter the forest. And then we awoke.
Interesting.
Oh, so you don't really know what my son looks like. So you just thought that was like just like some kid.
No.
But I'm like over here and just.
You should tell them.
Huh?
You should tell them it's my son.
I don't know if I like.
Yeah, would.
I'm gonna do that on night 2. Like night 2.
Okay.
I got the bonfire. Like once
Okay.
I'm like settled down and
I
like
got you, I
rested,
got you, I
because
got you.
I got more background.
So it seems. I don't know.
There's some mischief afoot.
Well, obviously, but
Obviously.
there's more at work here. If this is telling us not to go into the forest when we're sleeping, this is quite a power in the forest.
He just had a dream. That's all it is.
Nightmare.
We go in.
I would agree with him, but since he was along with me, I think it's more than just a dream.
Sorry.
He had the vision too?
Yes.
Oh my. Who?
The same
That
one?
is all I'm saying.
What's your problem? I'm trying to do math and it's tough. I have to put my fingers.
Come on.
Okay, I'm scared to go to bed, honestly.
You know,
Don't
Can
worry,
I-
Ripper.
Can I
Hold
go
nice and tight.
get up and go over to like the area in the actual
Mhm.
and like see if anything's there?
Mhm.
Is there?
So you're walking over there, and
I'll go with
I'm
you.
I'm actively like trying to perceive if there's anything, the blood that's may still be there, a head.
What if he just finds an arrow?
finds the arrow.
Okay. I'll
Oh man.
I'll pick it up and I have an ability called Grim Psychometry. So basically, I can meditate on that object for 10 minutes and discern vague details regarding any lingering evil or wicked. And it says
Sorry.
Dude, this music's perfect.
I have to make a wisdom ability check. So I have to make a wisdom ability check. You can reveal obscure information about dark events that...
Okay, so you make the roll, and what does it have to be? Do I choose that? Or what?
What?
Is it just like...
Oh yeah, you would probably determine what score I have to
Okay.
make. Ooh, that's not good. 8.
I mean, there's a little bit of like a black blood on the tip of it, but you don't know what's going on with that.
Okay, I'm gonna.
For all you know, it might not even be the same arrow. It might be, somebody shot a deer or something.
Okay, well
Same
I'm
place.
gonna hold on to it in case I open this little compartment in my forearm and just put the arrow inside it, close it.
My arrows are freaking like huge. You put like this huge of an arrow like in
I
your
guess
freaking arm.
I guess I would show him the arrow.
I was
Is this your arrow, perchance?
It is your arrow.
and I just like store it.
Hey,
and
crap. Okay. Whatever. Did you answer me?
Yeah, I just like that in my head.
Okay.
And I was, I'm freaking, I'm woke. Like my freaking.
Well, dude.
He knows what's up, Ripper.
Okay, strange.
Well, I'm going to go up to the jester. Hey, man.
Yes.
How are you? And then I'm going to use sleight of hand to take his weapons off of his body.
Why?
You had to get a high roll, homie.
Okay.
You gonna breed?
Get like a 30 on it.
So I'm like talking to him and like,
What are you saying?
What are you saying?
hey buddy. So what's up with these guys? Let's go.
What'd you roll?
11 plus 13.
Holy crap!
Dang. You got it.
Best thief.
Was the DC 20? Frick.
So I mean, what is your take on the nightmares?
Well, I don't know what to make of it. To be honest, I'm more than a little startled. I
would hope so.
Did you see him go out into the field and bring back an arrow?
No.
It was his arrow. I mean, that was there for you to see. You could have seen that.
I didn't.
That's interesting.
It's interesting, is what I said. Now, I don't like secrets that much. You know what I mean? I don't like them.
They don't make friends. That's what they say.
That is what they say. Now,
What
what shall we do then?
But you know, there's one other thing that doesn't make friends. Theft. I would like my weapons back.
How you know?
I
You
a
can feel his
little bit
pocket.
more talented than you think, I think.
Now, I just wanted to showcase that I will steal from you. And
Oh,
Don't stare at me, please.
Ripper, I thought you wanted to be friends.
I do.
So I don't know.
Now that I've got your attention.
Friends don't steal from each other.
Now you've never been in a band of thieves, then? Now have you, Red Boy?
What house can stand if it's divided against itself?
I mean,
Wise words.
my house is pretty tall, and it's standing right. It's a big tower over there, actually.
Regardless of height, the fall will be great.
Okay, Ripper.
My weapons, please.
Yes, of course. Now, got your attention. Stealing. Yes. Please don't stare at me.
He's a very discomforting stare.
I don't like staring either.
Yeah, you don't.
Don't look at me.
He's scared of staring, being stared at.
He pees his pants though.
No.
What am I scared of?
I don't know. What are you scared of?
Oh yeah, losing my senses, especially like hearing
Hearing. You said deaf, right?
from death.
Anything else? So what do you go to bed?
I'm not going to bed. I can't go to bed anymore.
You know, as
River,
a
why do you do
connoisseur
these
of
things?
tragedy, I'm curious about these nightmares, for sure.
What are you talking about?
Well, I think we're all curious. I mean, and then what's his face? The older one. Not oh, I don't remember. That's it. That's Caldanan. Caldanan.
Caldanan.
Caldanan. Okay. He says.
I was gonna say like Caladan.
I don't like this at all. I don't like it one bit. The Duke may think that this Desmond Irondark business is all just superstition, but I know it's not. And I'm not comfortable with this.
I can tell you, it most certainly is not superstition. It's all completely real.
On what ground? I believe you. But there are so many that don't believe.
I'm an expert and historian of all of this work.
But that doesn't. But that doesn't make it real. Surely you realize that.
It most certainly does.
You can research as much as you want, but I've seen it in person. I have seen the occult. I'm from the Order of the Ghost Slayers. We are blood hunters that seek after all things occult, storing wealths of knowledge and such things. We are not merely historians, but field experts. Such things. That is why I am here after all.
Okay, now both of you are going to be familiar with a certain strain of the Irondark story that is not well known. Okay, but
Okay.
you both believe it to be true or are afraid of it being true. Okay, that other strain, only half of the Dread King's Black Book came to pass. But there's another half of the book that did
The
not
whole
come
half?
to pass. Right.
So it might be prophetic.
But it's gone. But
Oh,
that
it's-
other half is missing.
Oh, it's missing.
But it's speculated that there's another half to the book, that it wasn't finished, that it wasn't completed. But there's another half that tells of what the Dread King will do in the future, but it hasn't come to pass yet. But neither of you have a copy of that, but you have heard of it, and you both would know about that.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Which would also mean that other things may have gone differently as well, but that's not relevant yet.
So it might be a prophetic book.
Hmm.
That if we could find that, we might be able to do something.
I'm assuming that would be one of my guys' objectives then
Mm.
as well. Looking
Yeah.
for this other half.
I suppose, I mean, I just kind of like the art of the literature, so I suppose I'd like to get my hands on a copy, but I suppose it's not like super like detrimental to my guy.
Yeah.
Well, are you superstitious? Neither of you?
I like to be cautious, and
Open but cautious. I got you.
indeed, but this forest business has me on edge. Definitely. But hearing about a little boy probably had a face like that, smacking it against the ground. That's just not something you see every day, and it's very unsettling. I don't want to see that either. I am glad I was not here. I'm glad I was drowning in the river. Yes.
This voice can get in our minds. We have to go figure it out. We have to find out why.
Talus, is it?
Yes.
Are you sleeping?
No.
Are you going to?
How could I be expected to sleep with all this talk of nightmares?
Can you play your sitar as I try and fall asleep?
I think,
Do I look like a slave?
yeah, I got a big
That is what
crush.
we are
I
saying.
am
Oh.
a jester, but no slave.
No slave, an entertainer, of course.
Oh, of course, but so are you. Perhaps you could play your violin while I go to sleep.
But do you have a desire to sleep?
I mean, I'd rather not stay up all night. Surely we must sleep at some point.
I would like to sleep as soon as possible and possibly even usher in a nightmaric vision of my own.
Yes, I like that.
Oh, he wants that. He wants. Okay, he wants that. Interesting.
Why is this man so strange?
I mean, I agree with him. Maybe we should. You know, I've heard this thing in the mountains and around the corners. I've heard of it. That you can control your dreams somehow if you focus.
Also, if you
It's
eat
called
weird
lucid
things.
dreaming.
Lucid dream. Yes, thank you.
You can do that without a stone.
No, we said if you focus.
Oh,
Now with
I
a
thought-
stone.
That's so dumb.
I mean, it would help if you
but
were.
like, why do you have to go to a mountains,
No.
like mountains and like
I got
corners
you.
and stuff, just to figure that out?
Yes. No. I will venture on with you. Now. You're just telling. I stole from this man. I stole from.
He stole from me. He did. He
No.
took my daggers. Imagine if we were set upon by a foe.
Okay. Now I would have your daggers. That's what would happen. Hmm?
Yeah. What would I have? My
Hmm.
fists?
There you go. I'm talking like him.
Oh, okay.
I would not
Now he tells me.
tell you guys to play with such a thing.
Play with the gesture.
These nightmares. This is a dark force that we know nothing of.
I saw you had that arrow. That's what the jester was saying.
Mm.
Now if that's the arrow from your thing,
vision.
excuse me.
Dream.
Nightmare.
Nightmare, whatever.
Call it what you will.
Excuse me though. That's crazy. That's all I'm saying. It's manifesting in real life parts of it. What?
Right, so this doesn't warrant us playing with such.
However, how are we gonna deal with it?
If it can get into our minds, it can easily affect all of us, traumatize us. We all could fail,
Yes.
just psychologically.
Yes. Exactly.
I suppose.
I just find it foolish to try to play with such things.
Well, we must.
I
we must
concur.
have our rest.
Must have
And I
a- must.
suppose now that we are conscious of this threat to our minds, I suppose
We can fortify it with
we could be cautious.
goodness.
Can't you just like put a spell over like over heads to like protect us from like dreams and, or like some crap?
Yes, but why would I want to?
Do you have anything that could help us?
I think the visions will help us.
Now
An interesting perspective, that one, but I must point out, we don't know the rest of us will have nightmares because these two did.
good point.
We could sleep softly, soundly, like little babes.
I like that.
I mean,
I do
Well-
need a good cat nap.
All I know is that Dr. Good is going to sleep now.
who's that? Who's Doctor?
Yeah. Who,
I can't.
Tell us, may you please play the sitar?
No. I will go to bed.
Now?
Yes, now.
How long were we passed out?
Say about like an hour.
Yeah, because you guys...
Yeah, we were out. We were chilling by the river for over an hour. Or yeah.
Probably roughly an hour. something like that.
You wanna know why I took your daggers? So you didn't kill me. I don't want to die. Okay, now I'm done talking about the daggers. I would like it if you would stop talking about them so constantly. Okay, I'm going to bed.
Well, there's no trust there. I wouldn't kill you.
You're a stranger.
I'm strange.
Yes.
But I am no stranger. Okay.
he hides behind a mask. There's something strange about him.
Okay.
I'm going to bed.
Is there a frog in there? Oh no.
Are you sick?
All right, so we're all going to bed now.
Yes.
All right. Well, like when I go
Those
to
who want
bed,
to.
I like take out this like little stone thing that has like my family crest or whatever.
Mhm.
Like I hold it and it gives like a slight hum or whatever. I hold it and I just can't sleep throughout the rest of the night. I just stay awake, just trying to go to sleep.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, you might have a level of exhaustion tomorrow.
I have
Yeah,
a-
exactly.
Oh, he is. Yeah. In fact, you all are kind of. 'Cause
Yeah.
None of you are gonna sleep well. I'll tell you that.
It's
I'm
like
asleep.
1 in the morning right now.
I'm asleep
So-
like a babe.
I mean, I don't know how affected I would be.
I'm a little
Yeah, you wouldn't really be
That
that
says number 1
traumatized.
thief on it. Kiss it, put it right by my head.
I only.
Oh, do we all have keepsakes now?
No, my guy, he has a trophy.
No, no. Do you have? You should all have keepsakes. That's a good idea because that would fit in well with something I'm gonna do in a minute.
Mine's can it be my phylactery?
No, because that's more
That's-
than a
that's
keepsake.
you.
It keeps you alive.
No, my
That's your
soul's in it. My
essence,
soul's
yeah.
in it, right? So, okay.
Yes, I do. It's a trophy that I stole from someone, and I etched in number 1 thief in it.
Oh wow.
That's really funny.
I only
It's
have
like-
to sleep
it's a
4
little-
hours, by the way, just because of my robotic.
Or just charge.
Roll D8, see how many hours of
Sleep.
sleep.
It like well,
1.
Correct.
Just do it.
Oh wow.
Give me my freaking bag.
2.
Dang.
What are you guys
not
rolling?
They're rolling for how many hours of sleep they get on a D8.
Both
They
got
rolled
one,
one,
you got
and
two.
give me.
I'm sleeping
give me
like a baby.
D4.
D4? Okay.
Gets 4. Still gets more than us.
I got 4. I got all my rest. I thought I would. My guy wouldn't
funny.
be too effective.
Okay, so
Seen some crazy stuff.
so there's still kind of a little bit of a fire going. I assume you guys wanted to keep it lit a little bit
Yeah.
while you guys are sleeping to keep away the wildlife or whatever.
Oh,
The park
my
beer.
keepsake is a tiny little music box.
How
There's
do
a little
the
ballerina in it.
non-superstitious guards feel about this?
This
was my mother.
The young one doesn't really know what to think.
What was
He's
that?
Like,
Raper?
kind of.
Raper?
He's very
Don't you
silent. He's
dare
afraid.
insult my friend like that.
He's afraid, so he's very
Nice
silent.
me, boy.
He doesn't really know what to expect. Nobody does. Okay, so you guys are sleeping, and you aren't sleeping. So where are you at? Like, are
I'm just like in like a little.
your eyes closed?
They're like open because they're like open and closed. Like I'm just like trying to go to sleep, but like I just can't. So
Yeah, it's probably an
Three,
idea.
3 ones. in a
Well,
row.
so you are seeing all the other people who are sleeping, looking very uncomfortable. They're like tossing and turning in their sleep, and visibly upset. And they're sweating. There's like a sheen of sweat over all of them as they're like.
spooked.
Are you gonna try and wake us or anything?
Here is what your nightmares are. So, you guys you wake up and you're in your nightmare or whatever, and you're just in like a hallway, and it's like stone, and it's very cold and uncomfortable, and it just sucks. What?
All of us?
Yes, you're all in here.
Can we see each other?
No.
We're all individually in a hallway.
Well, you're in different hallways.
Okay.
Say that.
Whichever.
Yeah. And you have a chain attached to your right leg, and then the chain just proceeds forward into the darkness ahead of you, so you can't see where it goes. There's just like it's just like a hallway, and there's a chain, and it's just extending into the darkness.
It's like some Saw crap.
So it's entirely dark before you. And you're kind of panicking, you're like, what's going on? And then like the chain kind of pulls progressively more taut, so it begins to like kind of rattle across the stone, and it's pulling you, and then it tightens on your leg. So you're like maybe you're trying to like pull away, maybe you're I don't know what you're doing. But it pulls you closer and closer, and you're being dragged across the stone floor, And there are like doorways in this hallway. So as you're being dragged progressively down, you'll look in a doorway, and there will just be a figure that's staring at you as you go by. And they're all they're hairless, and they're very pale. And
Naked?
they're naked, yeah, and they're emaciated, so they're very like thin,
see all the bones.
Yeah,
It's like
and so
nude Slender Man.
they have like chains around their ankles too, but it goes back, into their rooms or whatever. So they're just
Do I see anybody familiar?
Mhm.
Yeah, I can't recognize any of them.
no. So they're just all staring at you as you're being dragged down the hallway, which is an unsettling experience. And then as you get further down the hallway, you begin to hear this really loud, just banging sound, like pounding sound, and it's just happening as you're being dragged down the hallway.
Rhythmically?
It's like metal on metal, yeah, or metal on stone, perhaps. And as you go farther and farther, you can feel with each pound, you can feel like a vibration shoot through the chain around your ankle, right? So you can kind of feel it in your ankle, that little buzz. So this pounding and pounding and pounding.
And there's still people.
And there's people, and they're all looking at you, and they're beginning to step out of their rooms behind you and watch you from behind as you get pulled along. Calder's character is terrified of being stared at, so he's just freaking out because everybody's staring at him.
And I think this is like real, not a dream.
Yeah,
right?
you all think that it's real. Yeah. So as you get closer, you begin to see like sparking at the end of the hallway.
Is it starting to like light anything? Can we see like glimpses of anything at the end?
You just see a large figure there. Okay, who's swinging something down.
Freaking Dark Souls vibes.
Yeah, so he's swinging something down. Yeah, it sounds like the Smith or something.
Yeah.
In Catacombs. Yeah. And the sparking is relatively close to the ground, so it's like maybe he's just smacking your chain with like a big hammer or something.
Yeah.
Which is what's happening. As you get dragged closer and closer, you begin to like freak out because he doesn't seem to be stopping, and you're getting drawn more and more near.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something beyond him that's pulling the chain, and he's just smashing at the chain as you are getting progressively dragged onward. And then it gets to the point where your leg is beneath his hammer, and he's not stopping. And you can't really see him or make out what he is, but he smells really, really bad. And he's dripping some fluid, right? So as your leg gets closer and closer, and you get near him, you can feel this liquid that's dripping off of him. It's dripping onto your bare foot, your bare leg. And he just starts to smash your leg with the hammer. So he smashes your foot.
We don't get any opportunity here.
No, you can't move. You're just laying there. So he smashes your foot. You can feel it all. And then he smashes your leg. And he smashes here. And then he smashes here. And here. And here. And so your leg is just like rubble.
I can't do anything? Cast magic anything?
You can't move.
I can't scream?
No. And I guess, maybe you can hear... They're all at a rhythm, but you can hear other hammers that are landing at the same time. Elsewhere, in hallways elsewhere, but it is all at the same time. And it keeps smashing and smashing up your body, and you can feel all of it, and it feels horrifyingly painful, and just keeps smashing you, and then it gets to your face, and the hammer comes down, and the second that it hits you, you wake up.
That is.
But you will have you have that dream every time you fall asleep throughout the night. You just have that dream again and again.
No.
So you're just getting beat to death with a hammer and smashed.
No.
So he is seeing you guys, writhing uncomfortably, painfully. Eventually, let's say one of your characters screams out in the night, and all of you wake up. It's early morning, probably. Like the sun is just beginning to rise, and you guys look at your legs, and all of your legs are just like black and blue, just bruised all the way up your legs, like both of them.
Mine are dented.
Yeah, you guys' legs are dented. But I guess it actually, it'll spread up your whole body. So you've got bruises where the hammer would smash down all up your body.
Even like on your face?
No, because the face is kind of the last one. So you wake up when it hits you in the face.
Yeah.
So it's like, but like up to your neck, you do, yeah. And it's just bruised. But it doesn't hurt necessarily. Like it doesn't
It's just
feel
discolored.
like it's just discolored, yeah.
Well, we have fur and feathers.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, cats get bruised, I assume.
Yeah,
Like, you just can't
guys
be as
still have
visible.
flesh.
You're really the only one visible.
Yeah, you're the only one who's visibly bruised.
It scared me.
And I'm like freaking like bruises on wrinkles, just like old people bruises. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They
bananas,
get like a
dude.
deep purple color.
He got like veins showing everywhere, just
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, so you guys wake up and you see that, and what's up?
I'm gonna start repairing myself.
What?
Fix my dents.
I'm assuming you had those dreams.
And there was a getting dragged along and then getting hammered. Not the good kind of hammered.
For you. I'm just staring off. I'm just like in dismay. I'm just thinking. Stop.
Is it that?
Fucking his beak.
Oh. Alright, so what else? Are you gonna talk about what you saw or what?
I'm just freaking done.
What happened to
People
you?
staring at me?
It seems that regardless of what we do, these enemies favor Bahamut.
Garth looks traumatized.
What happened to you, old man?
I had the dream too.
The guards are unaffected.
Oh, they had them as well. Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
Cleric?
Treebeard. What's his-
Treebeard?
What's his name?
Which one?
Jester.
The cleric?
No.
Jax.
No.
Who? One with the beard.
No.
Jester.
Jester.
Oh,
Tala.
Talus.
Talus.
Just say Jester guy.
So I'm kind of like staring off. I take out a drum and I just start like, playing the freaking like that's just all that's on my mind.
The rhythm.
Mm.
The jester is just like he's curled up and he's just shaking, and he's not really saying anything. He has his mask off. He doesn't sleep with his mask on, right? And he just looks like very, very pale. More pale than you
I'm
would.
gonna go over to him and like crouch in front of him and like this and stare at his eyebrows because I don't want to look at his eyes. And just do that for a while.
What?
He's out of it enough and freaked out enough. He's not even gonna say anything.
I leave. Do it for like a minute.
Okay.
I leave and I squat over by myself.
Like, what time is it right now? Like, no,
12.
like in the game.
Oh, in the game. Okay. It's early morning, so the sun is just rising.
I think we should just move on. No need to continue beating yourselves up over this. We have an objective to complete. And perhaps this quest we're on will provide answers.
I hope so.
I agree.
This is the younger soldier who's with you guys, Lastrian. I've always said that I would be loyal to my duke, but I don't know if I can carry on with this. This is more than I expected, and we're not even to the forest yet. I think we need to ask ourselves if it's really worth it.
Well, half the kingdom sounds pretty nice.
Yeah. That does sound.
I don't know if you're in on that deal.
Why are you really here?
Because I was told to, and there is more.
Speak.
My father is a noble, as you know, but he's not always been faithful to my mother, and he had a daughter, a bastard child, and she lived in the village that we are going to now, and I want to know what became of her. I hope she's okay. But it doesn't seem to bode well for her. And it doesn't seem to bode well for us.
I feel for you.
Let's go to the town so you can see your sister at least.
I hope we'll see her.
So, right now, like, I just tried to look at him as he was talking, but I couldn't look at him because it made me remember like the people staring in my dream. So like now I can just like look at people's feet, like if they're talking. We must venture on.
Yes.
I take out like some like paper and I start like quilling some music.
You're doing that all right now, right?
It's
Carry
called
on.
No Hope.
Yeah.
and you're all very irritable because you didn't sleep well, right? You're stiff, to say the least.
Did our rolls not?
I didn't even get any sleep at all. It was like
rolls?
1 hour.
Oh no.
Okay. I guess I got my 4 hours.
Yeah, no. But yeah, you guys are very irritable and grouchy, to say the least. And you're all just like very, very, very hungry. Like, and your hunger just like will not go away. Like, you guys are just absolutely ravenous.
Can we freaking eat the rations?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So you guys are just tearing through the rations.
Said they last
We
a month,
want to
right?
go through them like so
Yeah.
early?
That's a month rations.
We could eat an extra day's worth.
Like what kind of rations are these? Like freaking
I mean,
like bread that like fills your stomach like Lord of the Rings? Or
it's dried beef, dried salt beef, and hard biscuits.
sounds delicious.
But I mean, that's the way it's got to be. It's got to keep well.
Any
you know?
gravy?
And like no gravy.
Maybe there's little bags of powder that you can add water to, and you get
Make
something
it.
like gravy.
Yeah, that's what I
You get
want.
a viscous substance that doesn't taste altogether awful.
Yeah, that's what I want. I'll have biscuits and gravy
Challenge that.
with some of that
Any worms
jerky.
in there?
No worms. It's fucking from our kingdom, you know?
We'll stop by some towns to get some food later.
I should add, there really aren't any towns on the way to the village.
What?
Very few. But our route won't take us directly to any.
What's his face said there would be a village of sorts.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
You're going to the village.
Which
Yeah,
is 2 days away.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's where you're going.
That's outside.
Do any of you guys hunt?
Yeah.
I hunt
Ethnic?
Like,
supernatural
Will there be steak at the
things.
village?
Yeah.
Hunt ethnic.
I can't tell you what will be.
I got survival, so I guess I
I'm
can
hoping
count
that there
as
will be people
hunt,
in the village.
maybe.
What are you guys trying to... I don't...
We're
Yes.
asking
I can gather food.
Alright, so
Forage.
Coulter is good at hunting, so we can have him like hunt stuff. I could go with him, or I can like cook or something.
I have like a set of like really old looking syringes that have these black fluid in them, and
Yes,
I don't need to eat. Or
That sounds
anything
like heroin.
that, but I do need to inject this into my body to keep like everything functioning. I have alchemy tools and supplies that I keep on me to make more of this stuff, but I will just inject one of those
Okay.
into me right now.
Yeah. So you guys are unusually hungry. Like you are. This is not a normal thing that's happening. And like, so you guys are like, digging into the rations, and it is a month's worth. So you're not gonna go through all of it, right? But you aren't probably thinking about ahead that much because you're so hungry.
Yeah.
So you guys
Can
are
I, like-
going. What?
I'm wondering if like, okay, this is kind of like weird, but like I'm wondering if like we're like under this like illusion, and like if I like step back, I'll be able to like see everybody kind of like if we're like overeating to the point of like gorging
Are you in
ourselves.
character or what?
Yeah, I'm in character. So I'm like, I guess I want to take a step back and see like if we're like gorging ourselves like dangerously.
This is probably his mind.
Okay, it is mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, in his mind, this is what he's thinking.
Okay, so I mean, you take
Like,
a step back.
Yeah, and I want to like look for like see if like we're like bloating or like gross stuff like that.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's not too bad at this point. You do all have some pretty large like bags of food like up on your horses, and you're just kind of mindlessly shoving it in your mouth as you go along. So it is kind of alarming. I mean, you guys aren't like, you can still eat more, but at this point, so who was all on a horse? All of you, right?
All of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wouldn't the like guards carrying like the carriage have the food on there?
Yeah, but we all brought food on our
We
Yeah.
have like personal.
Okay.
bags
okay.
that you guys have brought, like
Our
knapsacks.
favorite
Yeah.
cheeses.
So, Andrew, let's make this interesting. Roll for con.
11. Where's my freaking dice bag?
This is right here.
16.
Where's my dice bag?
No, it's
Right there.
here.
This would be a wisdom roll. What's your wisdom modifier? 0?
Where's
And
my
what did you
freaking crit
roll?
dice? There's no crit dice.
11? Okay, so Andrew
die?
up on his horse.
Holy crap.
Chill out, Doug.
Okay,
Yo,
we're
what's
good.
happened?
The face is turning really red.
Because I'm joking. Okay, we're good.
So Andrew is up on his horse, right? And he failed his wisdom saving throw. So he has this vision where he's so hungry and there's no food. And he's still on his horse, right? So his horse starts to look like a good slab of meat, right? So
I'm a hungry panther.
so he reaches down
Hungry Panther.
and he starts just
Gnawing on his neck.
gnawing on the into the horse's head. So he's like biting on its head.
And I can
on
see
it-
this?
on its skull. He's in a vision right now.
Oh, he's in a vision. Okay. He's not. Okay, I thought he was just envisioning that the horse was meat, and we could all see him doing this.
Yeah, no. So Andrew in his head, he's like gnawing on its head, and he starts to just eat into its skull, and it begins to expose its brain, and he begins to start eating into the brain, and Andrew doesn't really know what's going on, and it's just really a sloppy thing, and
And the horse
do
is still
any-
going.
Do any of you notice this? In the vision, it is. Yeah. Do any of you notice? Andrew's like he's clearly out of it. He's
It's not
clearly
like he
glazed-
has like food in his hand. He's just like,
Yeah, he's like glazed over, and he's clearly out of it.
Well, I suppose if I was perceiving everybody, like kind of like looking at everybody eating,
Yeah.
I'd kind of like take
The
notice.
rest of
He's
us
like,
can just
he's
roll.
like he's like out of rhythm.
Okay.
He's like out of rhythm with the rest of us.
Okay.
So I noticed
Yes.
that. I think.
So he begins to fall back, right? And
That's
Garth, because you are, you're kind of trying to take a step back and see what's going on. You see him, and he looks like he's about to fall from his horse.
So I try and like stop him,
Okay.
like kind of like, "Whoa, you alright, bud?"
So you.
I speak out.
Okay. And he doesn't respond at first. You want to shake him?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it close, give him a shake. Hey,
Okay.
hey.
You can wake up now.
like as soon as he sees his horse, he just like freaking freaks out.
Hello. You okay?
I must have dazed off or something.
Cool to make a wisdom saving throw.
Like, everything's alright though. You're
A 6.
I think I'm good. Yeah.
Yes,
that
a
was
6.
After everything.
Yeah.
quite the trip.
Okay, so Coulter, as Andrew is coming back to realize what's going on, Coulter begins to fall into one of these visions, and in Coulter's vision, he just begins eating his fingers. Like he just begins like biting into his fingers, and he's eating his fingers, and Cass,
What up, babe?
you glance over at Coulter while this is happening, as Coulter is raising his hand to his mouth, and in real life,
Oh.
and
Okay.
he looks dazed as well, and he begins to
I'm
extend his
gonna rush
finger
my
into
horse
his
up
mouth
and smack it out.
and smack it out. Okay. At first, he tries to bring it back.
I'm gonna hold on to his arms then
Okay.
stop him.
Okay. So you can wake up now.
What?
You guys gonna tell them what you saw?
Why are you touching me?
You're about to eat your hands off.
But I need those.
Did you have a little episode too?
You too?
I think that's what it must have been. It couldn't have been anything else because
It's just
my
like
horse is still here.
How did their characters always end up being best friends?
it's like nothing is happening. You know what I
Is
mean? It's just
Gassy
like
like
I
eating
can't
too,
control it.
or is he just?
Yeah,
like,
we're all-
I
we're-
injected the thing.
You guys, well, you mean you're still hungry though? Like your character's still experiencing.
Well, yeah, I would still experience something,
Yeah.
but
And so like while this is
Follow
happening,
it.
me and Cassie are just like still like eating.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
no, I'm not eating.
Me,
Well,
Well, like
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you mean you guys are still experiencing hunger, so you might want to start talking about that and be like,
No,
what's going on?
no.
Why are we so?
hey,
I don't know what happened.
is it
It's
like
just-
midday now? Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been up for at least 4 or 5 hours, and we haven't stopped eating.
It's just been like
I'm still
Nothing.
eating.
nothing.
Nothing. You're right. Just nothing.
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 I thought we just woke
Like,
up. Oh,
You know what I mean? It's like nothing's going on up here. It's just
When we
I'm
all
just-
like feel really
just
sick
happy.
there's
from
nothing
eating so much.
Yeah.
nothing's cat
Why does
brain.
it feel good?
You racist. Get away from me.
It's okay, I love you, brother.
Flee.
Like, we should all be like throwing up and everything.
Was I eating in my little episode? No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were
Eating
eating
horse.
Yeah, you're eating a horse.
Yeah.
I can just picture me on.
I just haven't been able to stop putting food in my mouth. I'm saying this probably with like a mouthful of food. I just haven't been able to stop putting food in my mouth, and I've noticed the same with all of you. And
So if you guys
this is quite bizarre.
make a very conscious effort not to eat, you can stop.
No more eating.
Throw it in the carriage.
One more bite.
Stop.
You take another, I'll take a bite out of you.
I'll take a bite out of him.
Okay, I'll finish. Okay, I just gotta wash it down with this water skin, and then I freaking down the whole.
It's great. Okay.
Yeah, I just freaking down the whole thing.
Okay. Did you hear that, Talos? Talos?
Talus! What
Talos!
the frick?
Did you hear that?
I look up and my mouth is clearly full, and I'm just like,
Spit that out.
no!
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Are the horses hungry?
No.
Let's push on. That's what my grandma used to say.
Okay, so you guys keep on riding. It's just, for the
I'm-
most part.
We're probably like starting to like sweat because we're hungry.
Yeah, I mean, you guys feel like you're starving to death, right? So that's the worst part of it is you feel like you're starving, but you feel like your insides are.
But we just know like we ate for like 6 hours straight.
Yeah.
So like that's not the case.
right. So you're very confused.
That must feel like really weird, like to experience
Yeah.
that. It's
Yeah.
like,
It's a head thing.
That's what my mom always told me.
You have some very wise women in your lives. Wow. I'm
Did you not?
impressed.
Look how you turned out. I'm just kidding.
No, I'd rather not talk about that.
Well, suppose we've all got some scarred pasts. Let's hear about it.
Now you said to
No.
me, you said secrets don't make friends.
It is no secret. I simply do not wish to weep uncontrollably right now.
Well, you did earlier.
Yes.
Well, that doesn't mean I have to do it again, does it?
What's next one?
spooky.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are pressing on. It begins to get kind of dark. It's getting very hot as well. It's just getting like it's annoyingly hot. So you guys are like beginning to take off clothes, right? And you're taking off like your armor.
Armor off.
Start shaving my fur.
Just take out a dagger and just
And then I mean you guys remember that it's January. Oh, you're very hot. So you're taking your armor off.
Is there snow?
No. Okay.
It's a head thing, I think. It's a head thing.
So we stop at the skivvies.
What? What?
You don't take off your long johns.
Yes.
what?
Never take off your long johns.
That's what my mom always told
Did
me.
your grandma say that? I'm sorry. Didn't mean to bring it up.
That's what my grandma said.
Okay,
Never
so it's getting dark. You're beginning to settle around the fire again.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
But why would we make a fire if we're hot?
Because fire,
Well, yeah.
you just need fire.
Well, we need a fire, but we're like
Like,
freaking far away from it,
keeps
probably.
mosquitoes away. Keeps
Mosquitoes.
gives you light,
Well,
keeps wolves away.
Yeah, it just gives
It's
light,
alright.
basically. So
Just saying. What?
Does it keep blackbirds away? Not you. I'm talking about other ones.
Oh yeah, can we like decipher whether this is another head thing again?
What do you mean?
Like it's January. It should be cold, but I'm hot.
Well, yeah, it's standing out to you that you ate far more than you normally
Yeah.
would, and you're hotter than you should be.
Sort of. Can I like roll to see if I would like continue to become new?
Yeah.
Or like stop. Like stop myself.
Yeah.
What would that be? 16 plus. I don't know. Insight on myself? Nothing.
So we feel like we're literally dying,
Yes.
and we're not even in the forest yet.
Should be fun. Maybe it will stop if we get into the forest.
I think so.
Mm.
I think instead of feeling like we're literally dying, we might actually be literally dying.
Like, how dark is it right now?
Eureka. My grandma
It's
used to say that.
Yeah.
the latter end of the sunset, so it's getting
Now-
dark.
Now think about this now. Maybe the force doesn't want us to go in there, so it does these techniques to keep us out, therefore drawing out all of its power, you know? So there's nothing
So
in
it's
there.
drained once we get in.
Yeah.
Wait, what
More
would
or
happen
less.
to like people who like are nearby the forest, like in those little like town kind of areas?
That's what you're going to find out.
Oh, so like the whole like town is just basically traumatized, or just
Well,
like
you don't
Maybe.
know.
We don't
You're
know
not there
yet.
yet.
no
Getting close.
spooks.
Do you see what I'm seeing? You see what I'm saying?
I don't think that's likely,
I
but
don't think it is either. But hey, I think something like that. You know what I mean?
But why might the forest want to keep us out?
Secrets.
Secrets.
Power.
Power.
I like power.
who doesn't?
I'm becoming intrigued. Although it does seem very dangerous, we don't know what great treasures could be inside.
It could be nothing.
That
That'd be
would
death.
suck.
Well, that's just a sad thought, isn't it?
Haven't you
Let's
heard the
just do our
stories?
best just to keep those out of here. What, Andrew?
Haven't you heard the stories? There's monsters in there.
Oh.
They're just stories, cat. Shadow, sorry.
Oh no.
We're on a last name basis. What?
Those are big fans.
I have no doubt that there's monsters in there.
Stories. I insist, they're just stories.
Histories.
No, stories.
Nice.
Not
His-
histories.
His stories.
Histories.
Stories.
His stories. Desmond Irondark.
We'll take this.
Histories. I'm sure.
My friend.
Did you finish those off?
No.
There's no such thing. These things that we are experiencing, hallucinations, you know, drugs we may have taken by the Duke.
So, what's in the forest?
I don't know.
What's in the forest, do you think, that's making us feel these ways?
Did you hear what I just said? The Duke could have, like, given us some drugs, like, subliminally. That's what I'm saying. It's one of the only thing
Don't
that
challenge my Duke. He would never do such a thing.
I'm talking with Duke. No.
I don't think the Duke has this power to be. We're this far away from his kingdom. We're closer
No,
to
he
the.
said he poisoned it.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
He said he poisoned the rat.
I don't think he did.
Poison?
I really don't think so.
You could have a band of witches
Witches?
casting a spell. on us
Poison
from the
biscuits?
forest.
Can I detect poison on the rations?
What are you? You're a bard? Why
Yeah.
would you be able to do that? Do you have that spell?
I think so. Also, I can pick 4 spells from any other spell book.
The Duke does not seem the kind of
Wait, so
man
what's
that
happening right now? Sorry, I was.
hire
Besides,
witches to do such a thing to us.
besides,
Possibly.
do you think that the poisoned rations could have given us nightmares like that?
Well, possibly.
Could have caused them to have the same one.
I didn't even eat the rations.
Yeah.
How could it have affected me?
I'm not saying the rations, I'm saying just in general. Maybe his breath was coated.
It has to be some kind of necromancy.
We're not listening to this fool, are we?
Now I know about necromancy.
I'm being serious. There's no way that this superstitious mumbo jumbo is real. I do not believe in it. I refuse to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna learn that spell. I don't need it.
Well, I'm gonna ignore that.
What about-
and continue on?
Rex. What's his name? Jax. He would know it.
Jax. Huh?
He would know detect poison.
As a cleric?
Yeah.
Okay. He does.
Especially in the services.
I don't
that
think
we do.
he's especially inclined to do that because he doesn't question the Duke. But in order to put you guys at ease, he will do that, and he will say there is no poison. Although, you guys might not believe him because he's working for the Duke.
Right.
So
True.
So we're all gathered around the campfire, just like talking and stuff, right? Or
right.
are we like?
yeah, you're
yeah.
still.
I haven't been honest with you guys. back when my family died. When me and my son came back and we went to the house, I got shot. He hit my arm right here, and he took my son. I chased after him. As soon as I chased after him, he threw him aside, and he told me, "You need to fight for your son." So it's not as corny or something.
This is so out of context.
No. As soon as I'm doing that, he has soldiers or whatever like gathering around, and I knock one of them out. I take one of their swords and we start dueling or like sword casting. And like meanwhile, my son's just like trying to fight, trying to like get out of like the restraints of like the soldiers holding him back. And as soon he freaking lets go, and I slash. The man dodges it, and I hit my son.
Dude.
As he lays there, dying, saying stuff like, "It's gonna be okay."
Stuff like.
And he dies.
Oh,
So sad.
Soon afterwards, they took me, imprisoned me, tortured me. As soon as I found a way to escape, I murdered them.
You murdered them all.
Oh, like I found a way to escape, or whatever.
And
Why
just
would you
left.
say this right now?
And you ran away.
I don't know, cause like
You be broke and you freaking said it.
yeah, cause like I've been shaking, like I couldn't keep it in my mind. I had to let I think I'd tell people some stuff, or I
Yeah.
couldn't just keep it all to myself.
And the child that was in your guys' vision was your son. Did you tell him that?
Yeah, it was my son. So like, as soon as I got a hold, I found the man.
No.
Hold on. I found the man who killed my son, who made me kill my son. I'm not happy what I did to him. I don't know what else to say. Oh.
In the dream.
In the vision
Oh.
that the robot and I had yesterday.
I don't know what I'm telling you this, guys, but I just couldn't keep it in anymore. That kid that we saw, that was my son.
And you.
The one that was doing this. It was your son. Oh my!
And you had to
If I had
relive.
relive. He was doing that. He wouldn't be my
killing
son
him
anymore.
again.
Were you- What is so funny? The story is so sad.
This guy.
What is it, Cat?
I said if that was my son, he wouldn't be my son anymore.
What?
Ah.
You feel me? you want to disassociate yourself from that. Or you kill it, so then he wouldn't be alive anymore. Either or.
I see this isn't a serious game anymore.
Okay. So anyway, that happens.
Dude, do you, any of you have a connection to the other dream we had with the chains? He obviously had a connection to the last nightmare. Did one of you have a connection in some part?
Did that stank?
What
that
did you
the-
see?
That the hammer guy was emitting? Is that like? Is it familiar to me?
It smells like death.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's familiar.
I mean,
Did like one of the pale figures or whatever, like kind of like
Yeah,
like-
I asked about that. They didn't.
Oh,
resemble
yeah,
anybody.
yeah.
They didn't resemble
Oh, what about the
anybody.
hammer dude?
you didn't really care.
or hammer dudes?
It was his dark.
Since there's like
But you, I mean, maybe you could tell them about your fear of like being stared at and like how that kind of the dream kind of seemed to cater to that maybe a little bit. Or you don't have to tell them if you don't want to tell them that. That would make sense too. What are your guys' other fears though? So Garth's is the fear of being deaf, and
Mine's probably just losing my family. Or
losing your
forgetting.
family.
Losing about them. Losing them. Forgetting about them.
mine's just my family.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not afraid of death. My own death, I am terrified of. Like, abnormally. That's why I'm in a robot,
Right.
after all.
In a robot bot.
And put my soul in a phylactery, but...
Claustrophobic, scared of water, scared of being stared at.
I'm sure I'd try to figure out some other photos, but...
Was there any like symbols that I could have seen, like on the hammer, on the dude, or any like symbols in the hallways, or?
Sure. I mean, maybe the symbol that, like Desmond Irondark's initials, maybe let's say, like his signature, the way he would.
Like his
Like insignia.
It just like runs chills down people's backs or whatever.
Yeah.
Just like.
So maybe you saw that on the shackle.
Oh yeah, like what if the chains was just like his signature? Like they're just like etched his signature like throughout all the
Into
chains.
each chain link.
Yeah.
Dang. That's some craftsmanship, dude. But yeah, I mean, you saw that. You wouldn't know what that was.
Yeah.
But I mean, one of you guys could have seen it. You would have known.
I mean, if we actively saw it,
Right,
perhaps,
Can I try to remember
Listen.
what I saw? Like reflect for a little bit.
Can't Garth help you with that? Like freaking meditate crap.
I don't think so.
Listen,
would
I'm not looking very forward to, because I'm sure we're going to have nightmares again tonight.
Would it be? What would add to that? You think? Reflect?
Well, yeah, we're still. That would make sense that we all try reflecting
Insight.
back to the dream
14.
and thinking of details after my question.
Yeah.
So if we all want to roll to see if we can remember anything. That would make sense.
Andrew didn't get it.
That's twice, too.
What are we
Crit
at?
fail.
Really?
2 plus what?
This blue dice.
Insight.
We're doing insight, so it's like introspection.
Okay.
7.
Insight into yourself. No.
We all did.
Yeah.
I also got
14.
7.
Okay, so maybe you vaguely remember the details of that symbol, if you want to tell them.
What is Desmond Irondark? Would it be? DID?
But it would be, I mean, arranged in a cool way, you know?
Yeah.
Like, maybe you
Like
have
a butterfly.
Well, it would be DI. DI. You wanna...
Yeah, so let's say you have a D backwards, and then a little I, and it like goes down below the bottom of the D on the left, and then you have a D going the right way. So it's like a sort of like a moth or
Like
a butterfly,
penis.
but it's blue.
So
So it's like a okay.
penis.
Yeah, no, so it's like a black moth and butterfly.
Okay.
I saw like a moth or something. And not like floating around, it was like etched in, scratched into the shackle.
It would be Desmond's insignia.
Okay.
Desmond Iron.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Okay now. No.
No.
Can I see the arrow again? Okay, look at it again more closely. Is there anything on it? The blood's exists
Arrow?
on it, yeah.
I mean, yeah, the blood is dried now.
No, like what if like it just kept on like leaking blood?
Ew.
Like
Oh, like continually, like
yeah, like there's just like no source. It just like keeps on just leaking blood from the dead.
Well, for now, it's dry right now.
Alright.
Maybe that could happen in the future. There's nothing, I mean, too much to be observed about that right now.
That was great.
Can't you do some like DNA analysis
So-
or whatever? Since you're, like, a freaking.
Because that's
Take it
the
to-
kind of person I
Take
am.
it to the lab.
So
Out here in the middle of the field.
I know a guy.
I'm sure we're going to have nightmares again tonight, and let me tell you, I'm not looking forward to that. But
What are you, a baby?
I'm hoping that we'll find something in
sorry,
these dreams
I'm
eventually.
cranky.
In these visions, we'll find something, a clue or something.
Yeah, we could do that. Like maybe like the clues or whatever like help us like fight like the monsters that we might find in the forest or whatever. Like something like that. Maybe like the big freaking like iron guys are like one of like the monsters that we fight or whatever.
What are you doing to your talons?
Cleaning them.
Did you just
Okay.
sharpen them yesterday?
You guys gonna go to sleep or what?
Sure.
I am. I'm gonna ask Talus again if he's gonna play the sitar.
Is there another river?
I am very tired.
One of us should stay awake. I say it's the. What was the one guy with like the freaking helmet and like beard?
Oh, he's kind of an old man though.
All right. What about? How about like we take turns sleeping? Like we sleep
Yeah.
like
Wait,
kind
shifts.
of night shifts. Yeah.
I'll go first.
So, yeah, so, I had written a composition while we were on our horses, and before I fall asleep, before anybody falls asleep, I want to play this song that was inspired by the Chain Dream.
Coulter, you should go last. If you want to go first, you can. If you guys decide that.
Get the most sleep.
I suppose I
I'll go
can
first.
start lulling people to sleep, but if I pass out, that's just gonna happen.
I'll go first.
I want to go first.
I'm just playing my song.
The jester said you should go last.
Everybody's
That was the-
fighting.
that was the
Everybody's
jester,
like
that was the
fighting to go
I know.
first because they don't want to fall asleep or whatever.
Give a crap about the jester.
That could make sense.
Yeah.
So I'm playing
So, the crow
Yes.
will go first,
I
I suppose.
will follow.
You
Going second.
follow, and then
I can take over the rest of the night.
right. You only need what was it? 4 hours.
I just need all the sleep I can get since I haven't slept. So.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys, we all fall asleep.
Except me.
Coulter is awake.
Are we rolling to see how much we sleep again?
No.
That wasn't a thing last time.
We could adopt the fear of going to bed. Clitophobia.
It's kind of, I can see that happening. So in this nightmare, besides you're not having it at the moment. Y'all are laying down, okay, on a floor, but your head is like slightly inclined, right? So you can see like forward. So you're not
Like a
just,
pillow
you're
or
not, so you're not
something.
just staring at the ceiling, right? But
Okay.
you can see like forward. Now you can see sitting on this like grand throne, right? There is this man, and he's just sitting there, and he has his legs crossed. He's impeccably dressed. He's super handsome. He looks awesome in general. Okay, he looks super cool. He's got like this black tuxedo type thing on with a dark red shirt underneath of it, and he's got like a skinny tie. He's got a tie on under it. Okay, it's a cool one. And he's just looking very fancy, right? And otherwise, I mean, other than him sitting on his throne, the room is mostly dark. You see this super tall figure, like standing above him. The room apparently, I mean, you can only see the legs, I guess, of this creature actually, because you're not inclined that high. So you can see the legs of this creature standing behind him, and it's really tall. And then you can see a spotlight coming down directly on him. It's like a purplish kind of a glow, and it's being shown directly down on him. And you're just staring at that for a while, and he's not really doing anything. He's just sitting there. And then on the ground in front of you, so it's a wooden floor, right? And you're laying on the ground like this. And you're like, okay. So you're like, and your head is inclined like that.
Okay.
Is there something behind it, or is it just like upright by itself?
I mean, it's got to be inclined somehow. So
Okay.
I guess there's something behind it,
Okay.
like a rock, maybe. I don't know. But a metal, what looks like a saw, just shoots up out of the ground. Okay, like right here, so like between your ankles probably, and it comes up, and then it goes back down, and then it comes up again, but it's something closer to you, and then it goes back down, and it comes up again. So it's someone underneath you is sawing through the floor, and it's going progressively closer to your crotch, And then he eventually begins to saw through your crotch, up through your body. So you've got this like saw punching through your body and going closer and closer up your chest. And as your body splits apart, it grows teeth on the inside of your body. Like it begins to just like grow hundreds and hundreds of rows of teeth. So you become like this. I don't know if the Gaping Dragon from Dark Souls, like he just has this huge like open cavity underneath of him, you know, and just all those teeth. So you begin to kind of become that as it saws farther and farther up, and again as it gets to your head, you wake up. But all while this is happening, this figure that's sitting on the throne is just laughing maniacally as this is happening to you. And there's this. This piano that's just like, or like a harpsichord, let's say. Well, no, piano.
It's just going crazy.
You know why? Because harpsichord doesn't have freaking dynamics.
That's right.
So the piano, someone is clearly just smashing on this piano like randomly, and so it's just like really loud, and it hurts your ears, and it's a nasty sound. So it's just like, and it's like at the high and the low, and it's just like, it's crazy. Someone's clearly just smashing on a piano. While this figure is laughing and you're being sawed through.
So, I suppose it's same as the night before. Every time I fall asleep, it's the same dream.
Yep. So it keeps happening.
So I suppose I would have like enough like memory recall. Is the random punching of the piano the same in every time I have the dream?
No.
Or it's just random?
It's different.
Could the notes be a clue? Or it's like...
Maybe the fact that the notes are different is a clue. I don't know.
No. Like maybe like you said, there's like no piano thing, like when like the freaking change.
But that's the only thing that changes in the dream, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything else is exactly the same.
Maybe the laugh. Maybe how about this? The man's voice grows hoarse as the night goes on.
So it's like it's a continual thing.
Yeah.
It's like okay.
So his voice grows hoarse. The piano clanging is different every time.
Can I make a perception check on the man?
I mean, you saw him like pretty well.
You saw him pretty clearly. Yeah.
He said he's this like sharp guy.
Yeah.
Is it Desmond?
You don't know that. You don't know what he looks like.
Wouldn't I?
No.
At least a little bit.
Nobody saw him.
Nobody. Saw
Desmond
him.
was
He
like
never
in
saw
40
you guys.
Well,
BC.
people saw him, but he was portrayed as just a
guy.
Like I said, a finely dressed man. So you could link it and say it was Desmond. You don't know for sure. I mean,
Desmond was like, he said he was like in like 40 BC or whatever. He wouldn't have like a tuxedo.
right? He like of the time he's dressed very fancily of the time he was living in. And also, I mean, you can probably guess that any portrait of him would have been burned or something like that. It's a miracle that all of his writings didn't get burned. They tried, but they couldn't burn all of them. And so there are some that still remain. They're very rare, and you both have copies, but they're very rare. Like you have the
they wouldn't be like commonly like reprinted or anything.
No, not anymore. Because it's like how atheists say that the Bible burned all the manuscripts or whatever, so we don't know what really is in the Bible. It's like people tried to destroy it because it was evil, and the things that were happening were coming true out of the stories and whatever. So people tried to destroy them, but they couldn't destroy all of them.
Okay.
That's why you're having a hard time finding the second half. You find like a lot of the first halves, the second half you cannot find anywhere.
Well, I'm awake.
Yeah. So you're seeing them freaking out.
Like freaking out.
Also, there's a shadow on the ground that doesn't belong to any of you, and it's just there.
I don't like that.
Ooh, yeah. Do we smell like the smell of death again?
In
like-
the dream, or in real life?
In the dream.
Yeah. Smells like death.
Do we see the moth?
Bro, what if like the buttons or like the pins or whatever has like the moth insignia like on the guy's suit?
That would be hard to see. That'd be very
That
hard
would
to
be
see.
pretty hard to see, but
Bet I
Well, what if
could
it's
perceive it if I tried really hard.
If you
Yeah,
try
yeah,
really
yeah.
hard, it's
He's
gonna be a
the-
high roll. You can give it a shot.
I'm getting sawed.
4 plus
No.
11. That plus 11's worth something someday, though. It will be.
what's my perception? My
Yeah,
perception's
please.
6. Can I like roll
Roll
a
6. Yeah, roll.
All right. 9.
Plus
So
6.
15.
No.
I guess What perception? 18.
I mean,
Nope.
I'll eventually have the dream, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
16 plus 8.
16 what, 24?
Yeah.
What?
Really?
It's
Dang.
25.
Oh.
So
So yes,
I could have made it.
So none of
pretty
you
easy
noticed,
for you.
but I mean, because Desmond Irondark is known pretty widely by those who know him well. You know, not. I guess it's not like. Not everybody would know this because these details would have been lost, but the people who study Desmond Irondark would know that he was impeccably dressed.
That's the shadow, right?
Yeah, there's a shadow
Arrow?
just chilling there, and
Okay.
get the fire out.
it's like
No, can I like touch it?
Oh, the shadow. Yeah,
Like step on it?
is like the
Go
shadow
into
like
it?
a humanoid form, or is it just like
yeah, it's a
some
humanoid.
beast? Alright.
Better yet.
Hey,
What are you doing? What is that?
You talking to the shadow?
Yeah.
Shadows can't talk.
I was.
Oh, can we scream out at the... Or is he just going to keep laughing?
Oh, in the dream?
Yeah.
No, you can't move in these dreams, and you can't vocalize.
Can't.
It's just like sleep paralysis. But
Yeah.
Okay.
You can feel it though. You can feel the saw ripping through your body. It doesn't feel good either.
I can imagine. And
also-
my body turning into
especially
teeth.
your crotch.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
and your body turning into teeth and hissing, and yeah, it's not good, dude.
I want to go to their belongings and go through them looking for the works of old our boy.
Did
While they're sleeping?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what you're gonna do with it if you get it.
Just gonna read it. A little bit. Like
Wait, their
you know
belongings or like all
you know
of
that we
ours?
both have it? Because I haven't taken mine out this whole time.
I mean, I'm gonna look for like evidence of like stuff about him because I know like nothing
Alright.
about him, and I know you study him.
You know, he studied him too.
Huh?
You know, he studied him too.
You know, you might have different things. Do both of them.
So you do both of them?
What are you
Okay.
doing, Cass?
I'm looking at focus.
So
Knock it off.
So what?
This is the part.
He's looking at a list of fears.
So
Do I
roll.
find-
Well, they're sleeping, but you gotta roll stealth because you can wake
Fear
them
of
up.
sermons.
3 plus 13.
16.
The heck?
Okay. I mean, they're in this dream, and it's pretty intense. So, okay. Keep in mind, everybody's super irritable. So,
Cool.
Just saying. So
How
you got the
about-
book.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with it? Read it.
Go like flip it and like read the back part.
Wait, whose book
JK.
is he reading?
Yo, could I like wake up or like draw my bow on him? Like ask him like what he's doing or
No,
something?
you-
You,
no,
Or am
you
I
don't
still
know.
asleep?
You're still, yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Garth's.
Garth, you give Garth's book?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
You're reading
just
it.
gonna skim through it, see what any pictures or anything.
There
like-
are, I
like,
mean,
anything that's highlighted or like
there are some
underlined.
pictures that you see have been drawn by scribes to depict what's going on in the text.
Mhm.
Just really scary monstrosities. One of them is a figure that is standing. It's like a humanoid figure, and it's standing up, and its eyes are all blacked out, and so there are no eyes, and it's just all skin over here, so there are no ears either.
Uh-huh.
And it has a huge tear down its body, and it's got a bunch of teeth that are like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Does it like
So-
emit a light or something?
No.
Okay. Just skim through it. I'm gonna go to Cass's book.
It's on my body, by the way.
It's like a database, or did you like
No,
like a storage? Oh,
No.
It's like a book.
like
It's
it's
not
just
that
it's,
high-tech.
it's like in a pocket or
Okay.
like a pouch that I have my book.
Do you
and
sleep
journal
with
in.
it on you?
Yeah, I'm from a secretive order that is all about knowledge of the occult and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so it makes sense that I'd have it in my
I
possession.
mean, it's gonna be the same book.
Okay.
As the other one, so.
Okay. Then yeah, I just wanted to get like a basic, knowledge of him. 'Cause I just know his name.
Well, my journal will also be in it, but I'll be writing in a different language, so I don't know if
Yeah, like he and I both understand you understand Old Eltarian, won't you?
you. Who?
That's
Old
what the book is written in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like, there's probably like parts of it and like little notes in it that are in Old Eltarian that you probably wouldn't be able to read.
Yeah. Okay, so
Probably a lot of it actually.
but you saw the picture, and the picture is relevant. That's it.
Okay.
So you
Cool.
go to sleep. The shadow's still chilling there. I mean, I don't know. You can't
Can I,
like do anything about
Can I
it.
like step on him?
You could.
walk
I mean,
on
you
it?
could wake others up and show
Walk?
them.
That's one like.
So the shadow is in real life.
Is it Is it responsive to anything at all?
No, it's just the shadow.
I'm gonna get a branch, light it on fire, and like try to like disperse it with the fire, like a torch.
Oh, try and like get rid of the shadow,
Yeah.
or see if
Okay.
it's just
Like lay it on.
plastered on the ground.
It doesn't go away.
Really?
Well, that's weird.
Mm.
I'm gonna go wake up this guy because it's his turn.
Wake me.
Oh, how long was I?
Well, you guys have how many shifts? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. You're the fourth one, Cass.
Yeah.
So an hour and a half. Let's see.
Okay, yeah.
My crotch.
Whoa. Oh, was it another nightmare?
Oh, that was dreadful.
You thought about
I don't know if these other people had it or if they're they look like they're squirming in their sleep, so I'm imagining they're still experiencing right now. But I had this awful dream that was like basically tied to the floor, and there was this man.
Don't spoil it. I'm just kidding.
Ripper, sometimes. Okay. What?
I know.
Long story short, there's a saw sawing me from the bottom up, and my freaking. This is split apart. That's something you don't want to see ever.
Oh.
And
What else is happening?
and the part that was cut up was filled in with rows and rows of teeth. And
Shut up. Shut your mouth.
I
Stop talking. No.
it's what
No,
happened,
shut
brother.
up. I'm going to tell you something.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay. So I took his book. The
Freak
Yes.
show.
yes.
Okay.
Just old. And there's this picture in there of what you're sort of like with the teeth. There's a teeth and it's gaping. Now, isn't that interesting?
I hope that is not real, because that is
No.
sick and twisted.
It is sick and twisted. Now between you and me, I am beginning to be a little bit superstitious. Don't let anyone else know. Okay? I need to build this facade that I'm this tough old crow.
I was having mixed feelings coming here, and
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm
So
so.
how are you feeling about going further into the forest, getting closer to it?
Well, so far it's been nothing but me drowning, me almost falling off my horse because I was thinking I was eating my horse.
We've all been there.
Unfortunately. And then now this, my bottom, my crotch,
Oh, your
my
crotch.
guts.
Yeah, that's very
Everything
disturbing.
from my neck down was just split in half
I don't
and
know
filled
how I'm
with
going to go to
teeth.
sleep now.
I don't know how I can ever sleep again.
Oh, okay, well, talk to you in the morning.
Good night, old
So
pal.
bad.
Want me to tuck you in?
Okay. Good night, pal.
Talk to you in the morning.
Sleep consumes me.
And you have the dream, and it's miserable. It's
Yay.
horrible. Andrew, he didn't tell you about the shadow,
I forgot.
so it'll be up to you to notice that.
Uh-huh.
If you do, I don't know.
I'll just sit there. Wait, are we like sleeping in tents? We never really slept, or are we just sleeping straight up on the ground?
Good bedrolls.
Bedrolls.
Mhm.
Bedrolls. And was the shadow next to like all of us, or we all kind of grouped together, or was it just?
Well,
like,
so the fire is like fading, you know, so it's not super visible, but it's like there's a clear black silhouette. It's just like a humanoid figure, and it's just standing on the ground against the shadow, but it's stemming from the bottom of the fire, a little bit away from it.
I'll probably go grab a log real quick and toss it on there, and then as the fire like brightens up, I see it. Oh, what the
You actually wouldn't see it.
No, he would.
No, I'm saying like in like shadow terms, more light would disperse the shadow, but I mean he's seeing it more. So.
Oh yeah.
yeah. It's- this, I'm gonna run over to you and try to wake you up. Anything?
You were right.
You're wait, what? Oh, yeah.
Saw it right through my crotch.
Oh, brother, I am so sorry.
No.
I'm sorry to wake you up after
No.
only a minute.
No. What?
Do you see that figure over there?
Oh boy. I
Sure did.
I forgot to tell you.
Oh yeah, I forgot about music.
You did some freaking.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you about the shadow. Yes, it's unresponsive and light doesn't disperse it. Just ignore it, maybe. I don't know.
Let's see. I've dealt with awful people,
Yes.
but creepy shadows. That is not something I enjoy. Yes, indeed. But I mean, how long has it been there?
The whole time I've been awake. I think.
I guess you're still alive and able to go to sleep. I guess I'll suck it up, but
No,
I will be.
about that dream though.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the man with the fine clothes
Yes.
and the big boy in the background?
Yes, the
Shining
big legs.
Was he shining? It's very disturbing. No. Going back to bed.
I hope you don't
I'll
have
see
that.
what I see this time. Maybe you'll see something else.
I hope you don't have that same dream.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll talk to you when
He's not helpful. Tuck him in with your legs.
I'll give you like a nice brush in the face with my tail,
Cute. Right off
and then I'll go and just I'll lean against the.
How ironic is it that a bird
Carriage.
and a cat are best friends?
That's what I was thinking. I'll lean against the carriage and kind of sit down and just kind of watch and stare at the shadow for a while.
Did you guys hate each other at first?
I
He tried to steal from me,
Yeah.
but I was like,
Okay, so nothing too eventful happens during the watch. Who's next?
Me. That would be the last.
Oh, there's no one between him and you?
No.
Oh, okay. Then the watches are 2 hours then. Did have to be senior 4.
Yeah.
How about after him, what's his face? The older man is gonna take,
Kaladin or whatever.
I forgot about that guy.
yeah, Cat. I wish that I had given him a name that was easier to remember. It's
Kaladin?
No. Kaladin is, it's Caldanin.
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 Caldanin. Which is a form of Kaladin, yeah.
I want to do this.
So he's gonna take over the watch. Okay. And
1 hour, 20 minutes each. Exactly.
as he is, oh, it sucks because none of you will see this. I kind of want you guys to see it.
I could have awoken early.
Yeah, I mean, any of you could have should be awake. Okay, so how about this? So Caldanin is having his watch, and it's drawing near to the end of his shift. Okay. Cass wakes up because he's got his time, and he walks over to Caldanin. You want to make any small talk, or
No, I guess not much.
Caldanin has noticed the shadow as well.
Okay.
Did you? I mean, so let's say Caldanin points the shadow out to you. Okay. So there are 3 shadows right now. There's your shadow, there's Caldanin's shadow, and then there's another shadow. And the other shadow, you guys are doing your experiments or whatever. You're seeing if the light will disperse, and it doesn't. And that shadow begins to move toward Caldanin's shadow until it's closer and closer to his shadow, and Caldanin kind of starts to walk away as he's kind of scared, and then an arm shoots out. This is all the shadow still, right? So you're watching this unfold on the ground. So the shadow's arm shoots out and grabs the throat of Caldanin's shadow, and in real life Caldanin can feel its hand on his throat.
But you don't see anything.
but you don't see anything, right? And then it pulls Caldonin back, so their shadows eventually meld and become one. And when that happens, Caldonin begins to suffocate, just like in general. Like he can't, he can't draw air in anywhere, and it's just like, his face gets very, very white and then blue.
Right,
And
there's nothing to do about this.
yeah, so
Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing I can honestly stop.
yeah, so but are you gonna wake people up?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll try waking everyone up right
So
now.
start shouting.
Yeah.
Do it, dude.
Everybody, wake up! Wake up!
Oh, crotch!
Caldanin's choking. Some malevolent force is choking him right now. I don't know what to
Jax
do.
walks
I
out.
can't stop him.
Malevolent force, what do you mean?
A shadow being of some sort is choking him to death.
Alright, so Jax begins to cast a spell that's kind of like a circle of light and protection, around. And he casts it, and like you just begin to hear this like awful sound as this being begins to just scream this like guttural, horrible sound. And Caldonin begins to sink into the ground slowly, but like his feet go under because the shadow is coming out of the base of his body, right? So he begins to sink into the shadow, and he's like he can't move, he's just totally still since the shadows melded and became one. He hasn't moved, and he's just pale, and he can't breathe, and you can tell he's turning blue. But he just slowly starts to sink into the ground.
I want to try to enter into the circle and pull him.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm grabbing onto his arms and trying to pull him.
Yep, so you guys are yanking it. It's not working.
Backing
He's
off.
still going down?
Going
He's
down,
going
down,
down.
going
Dig,
down.
dig.
Dig. What?
He's going down into the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna freaking dig.
You have a shovel on him,
Yeah.
dude?
I'm just freaking like clawing at the ground,
I don't
man.
think do you want to touch the shadow that he's sinking into right now?
Oh.
So
yeah.
so how about he's pulling closer and closer, and your hand is getting closer and closer to the shadow now. You guys gonna let go, or you're gonna keep hanging on into the shadow?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna let go if I can't stop it.
Yeah, we'd have to let it go.
Let go. Please let go. Please let go.
I'm the
Yeah.
last one to let go, but I do.
Okay, so you let go. Caldonin sinks down, and the shadow finally disperses, and he's just gone. He's just super gone.
His just freaking head just goes.
Yeah.
Dude,
What is-
that's freaking crazy.
So now it's time for the last watch of the night.
Dude, I'm trying to freaking like
What does the other
wake
guy
up.
have to
Cast his
say?
turn.
Wake
You guys
up.
Go back to bed. Or
Wake
what?
up.
I
Wake
think
up.
you're gonna be
Wake
able
up.
to-
Wake up. Wake
Yeah,
up.
I'm gonna go ahead and say none of you probably gonna get back to bed.
Like, should we just like roll out then? So like nobody's gonna fall asleep now.
Yeah,
Like,
just give up at this point.
I want to freaking dig.
So this traumatic experience is okay. You dig, and there's nothing. There's just nothing.
yeah, like we just keep on digging and like just
You find China before you find Cold. Before you find.
that's freaking weird.
Yeah. So
China doesn't even
so this
make
traumatic
sense.
thing has just happened. What do you guys say?
Rip.
Two things, gentlemen. What the heck was that? Second of all, did you have that freaking dream? Did you have that dream?
Don't say freaking.
I think it would be surprising if we all still had the same dream.
The saw.
The crotch.
I wouldn't be surprised
Sure.
if it
No,
was
no.
Desmond.
Now, you two.
It was certainly
you.
Desmond.
Now, do you remember the part where we ripped open and the teeth emerged from ourselves? Yes.
Yeah.
The worst.
Do you recall a monster that has similar features, maybe?
You
I
would.
mean, I probably would.
Of
you
course.
both. You both would.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Did you? No. Now. There's something there, I think.
What did I tell you before?
This is definitely connected to Desmond in some sort.
Where's my book? Where's my
the
book?
figure in there,
I'll put it back.
along
You
with
put it
the
back?
insignia.
Are you sure?
Yeah, put it back.
But you, I mean, you guys ought to be pretty curious about how he knows that.
Yeah.
DM.
You're right. You're right. What did I tell
You
you?
ha- you
what
haven't
did
told
What
us.
did I tell you before?
What? I don't know.
These stories, they're histories.
Okay.
That's really corny.
I don't understand what he's trying to say. Okay,
Stories.
you haven't told us before that you know of the tales.
No. I cloak myself in mystery.
I feel you incapable of doing such a thing.
I'm a thief. Of course I can cloak myself. You buffoon.
Bassoon.
Bassoon. Thank you.
Sumba.
Obviously you can.
Now, what do we make of it? I mean, obviously there's something here, right? What do you think of it, Mr. Man?
I think it's obvious.
You're the historian.
I-
What do
I-
we do?
I think it's obvious. Desmond doesn't want us to enter the forest.
That's why we should.
How do we know it's Desmond?
I don't think it could be anyone else. Or anything else, for that matter.
The facts just add up. His insignia, a man in fine clothing, the beast that we saw in the picture.
What if it could be something darker?
I don't think there's anything darker than Desmond.
I mean, I don't know. Devil, something?
I think Desmond might be the devil.
He's the darkest evil.
Yeah.
He's the dark. He's like the devil in this world.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you know of Desmond?
What do I know of Desmond? Well, he's cloaked in mystery like me.
That's not something you want to say right now.
This fool.
Perhaps drawing attention to your similarities to Desmond Irondark is not a good idea.
I mean, it could be if you were a thief. If you were like in an interview and you were like, they asked you questions like why you wanted to be a thief. I think that'd be a good quality to have.
Yeah, the more you are like Satan, that makes you a better
Is that a
thief.
thing store recording?
What?
Do we know if it's a thing store recording or not?
Yeah, I see the light still.
It should be.
Anyways,
I mean, the basics.
Kaldanin?
Kaldanin.
Kaldanin was attacked by a shadowy creature. Did either of you see a shadow of some sort?
Yes.
Similar shadow, yes.
I tried to disperse it on my shift. Nothing would like get rid of it. You know what I mean?
Yes. I kept watch on it for an hour and a half.
So it's
and
as
nothing
if-
happened.
The
But-
shadow
I put a flame on it.
came
Why?
from the ground.
But why would it want Caldona?
Maybe.
Yeah, that was.
Maybe it recognizes that we have some value and it just wanted to spook us away from the forest.
Caldonan's buried some people before. Do you think it could have been someone he buried?
Who? Kaldanin? Who
Oh,
said that?
Jax is
Wait, that was the guy who like
No,
came.
that's
No,
Jax.
That's Jax.
Oh,
Yeah. Jax is the cleric.
alright.
Jack's like, he did the circle thingy, right?
He did the circle.
He did circle.
He saved the day, but
Wait, who is
didn't
Caldona
say-
then?
yeah,
Is he the
he
guy with the
He
beard?
made the shadow leave and stop killing all of you, but the shadow took Kaldanin.
Oh,
We-
frick.
We can't let our guard down.
So, let's, here's an idea. The next time, something shadowy happens, we let Jax know first.
So,
Yes, I can cast Magic Missile, just like any magic user.
Just use light magic.
Yeah, I'll use Magic Missile. Or something.
Okay. Now what? Escort died or whatever?
One of them. There's the young guy.
How do you feel, young guy? About your friend dying?
I certainly don't feel good.
I can imagine.
Kaldanin and I hadn't done very much work together for the Duke. I'm, as you know, fairly new in the force.
Of course.
But all the same, it is a shame to see a fellow brother in arms go down, and especially in such an excruciating way.
Mm-hmm.
I dread telling his family when we return. When we return.
When we return.
When.
That's
So,
hope.
I'm trying.
That's
I
nice and
appreciate
all. Now, I think we must have precautions. The cleric has proven that he can help us in some sort of way.
You're welcome. I would like to remind you all you were very hesitant to have me along.
I do not doubt that you
Here
have
I am.
certain abilities, but I do doubt where you think those abilities come from.
Okay.
Nonetheless, precautions need to be made. Bard, is there anything you can do to try to stop the assault?
I'm not too sure what I can do in terms of prevention.
Okay. Well, we must hurry then to this village.
Yes.
Perhaps we can find some sort of haven there.
Yes, perhaps we may even make it there sooner than planned with haste.
I suppose I can keep a sigil of protection around us, but it will be tiring.
We have extra rations.
Let's say
After a death like this, I do not think we can try to go to sleep again. We must forego it and just continue to the city
the
To
village,
protect
yes.
the cleric
or village.
at all costs.
I think.
Why do we think
think-
that the village will be better? Well, remember, these reports are coming from the village of the folk at the edge of the forest and the children. This is all happening in the village. This is where we're going, and it gets worse the closer we get.
I just feel. I think we'd all feel safer if we were within walls.
Not only that, but we can find facts that can help us to solve this.
Maybe other people who have other stories and things we can learn from.
Things that connect to our dreams.
So let us.
Perhaps.
So let us travel with haste.
I am just a little hesitant to proceed.
So let us travel with haste.
With
To the
haste.
village.
Well, perhaps. Okay, the Lastrian is going to come in, the younger one. Well, if we make haste, we can probably cut it to another day and a half, but we'll need rest. Well, we're not gonna, unless we press through, it'll be a 25-hour journey.
We'll have to bear with it.
Okay. Now here's an idea. We make some room on the carriage, right? And we take shifts on the carriage. We hook up all the horses together, you know. You see where I'm going? The long old horse buggy thing with all of our horses attached to it, and then we all sleep on the thing while we're moving forward.
What if we just roll off?
What?
The carriage
Nightmares and everything, we just toss and turn and we just roll off.
Carriage has a back.
Yeah, that's
I think.
yeah.
Is it like caged off or is it just
I would
like
assume.
Yeah. The carriage. We'll hold us in
Yeah.
as long as we make room.
But I mean,
That's the one person that.
I should point out, this is Jax, because he's been riding in the back of the carriage this whole time. There's barely room for me in the carriage, riding, sitting down. I can't imagine we could make room for all of us.
we'll take
It's
turns?
really, it's not that big, and it's full of rations and things.
Okay.
So
Can we put the rations on the horses?
What if we
Do eat the heck out of a lot of
they're
the
in like
rations.
crates.
we tie ourselves? Well, we tie ourselves to the horses. And have someone guide along the horses. So we rotate.
We could just take turns.
I do not fear sleeping or depriving myself of sleep. So I will continue on without any of it. A day and a half or so is nothing. Especially if it will
How long
save
would it
some
take us
lives.
at a grueling pace?
Well, consider this. The horses cannot keep going without a rest. You
They've
can
rested-
only push a horse so far.
They've rested better than
for
us,
so
for
long.
sure.
But think, 25 at least, the bare minimum, straight hours. The
That's at
horses
a
cannot-
grueling pace?
Yes.
No, they will need rest. That's
Yeah, the
that's very much of it.
Horses cannot do that. They will die, all of them.
I
I know how that works.
forgot
organ
about the
trap.
frailties of flesh.
Indeed. Look. Perhaps we should just have two stay on guard while we're sleeping. And the moment we see something awry, like a shadow or whatever else, we'll wake everyone and take off at once.
Yes.
Okay.
I think another night's rest will do us all well, especially we don't want to get to the village with no sleep.
I don't know how much sleep we'll be getting before we get to the village, but
Some is better than none.
Well, I mean that sounds good
I'd almost
to me.
rather
You're
opt
hit
for none at
the
this
hay.
point.
Oh well.
That is true. These nightmares are less than pleasant.
Yes.
Less than pleasant.
I don't know about you, but I cannot shake the feeling of a saw moving its way through my flesh, through my torso.
Yes.
I can still feel it wrenching at my flesh as it struggles to tear through my skin.
Okay, friend.
I just can't get
Pick
it
up
out
a
of
sitar,
my head.
boy.
I can't get
Pick
it
up a
out.
sitar and sing it.
I suppose what are we doing? Are we pressing on or are we sleeping?
Yes, we have to journey through the day.
So you press on.
Let's quit wasting time.
Press on, like my grandma said.
Okay, so you're pressing on.
Yes.
Again, there's not a whole lot going on during the daytime. You're not really, like hungry and like hot like you were before. That's kind of seemed to go away. Ah, frick. I killed off.
So he's
Oh.
dead.
I was gonna kill him off tonight. Oh well, he's already dead.
Well,
Anyways,
he's gonna kill off frickin' Jax. I
so you go, and again, there's nothing happening in the day. It's just chill day. Yeah. Night 3.
guess. Nothing happened.
Mm-mm.
No hallucinations.
No, I mean you're all kind of, you're not really interacting with each other too terribly much.
Have our bruises gone away?
They're beginning to, I'm sure. You are all just kind of very introspective, reevaluating what you believe and reevaluating kind of just what's going on right now.
Yeah.
I should just return home.
Having second thoughts, a lot of them, trying to justify pressing on. Because things are just going terribly. And it begins to get dark, and you decide to settle down for the night.
We're how far away from the village?
You're about half a day.
Okay.
Well, no, a day. You'll get there around night tomorrow. Well, you'll get there at midday tomorrow.
Okay.
So,
Let's rest.
Well, we all know what's gonna happen probably.
We gotta go through this, James. There must be more to this.
Just set up a fire and
No. Okay.
Who's taking shifts?
I'll start first.
No.
You and who else?
I'm gonna go off. Just gonna go off into. Is there like any like little thicket of woods or anything?
I mean, you're in a plain.
Fine, okay.
It's kind of just, that's why it's been so boring. It's really just open
Yeah.
area.
I'm gonna go just a couple blocks away
Okay.
by myself.
I wanna follow, but like at a distance.
Can I see if he's following me? Can I do like
Roll perception.
Because I'm trying to be like sneaking off. And,
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
So you're like covering your trail behind you.
Yeah.
So that means that Garth is going to have to stay close. He's gonna have to be able to see you.
Yeah. I want to go
And
off
it's
by
getting
myself.
dark.
Yeah.
So Garth's gonna have to roll disadvantage.
So what am I doing? Sneak or
You're rolling stealth, yeah.
What am I rolling? Perception?
So,
Well, you're trying to follow a trail.
22,
Well, you're
21.
21.
you roll stealth as well.
Okay. So disadvantage or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
One.
Well, freaking 1.
22. 21.
So
Plus
you-
3.
So, Coulter slinks off and
Yeah.
you cannot find him.
That's fine.
In a plane.
There's tall grass.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
How tall?
It's like a almost like a cornfield kind of.
Yeah.
That's spooky as heck.
And you're consciously making an effort not to leave too many
Things.
blades of grass down so that you can't really tell where you've been.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so I'm on night shift and everything, so I'm like,
Yeah, so we're having 2 people per shift.
I'll have the one other guy, not the. Yeah, I'll have the one guy who's casting a spell to protect us.
The Jax.
Yeah.
So you and Jax the first shift, and then
And we're not killing you off tonight, right? Because you're coming back.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Dang, that would be so easy though. Frick.
Okay. So I'm gonna do.
I think killing any of us off would be really easy at this point.
yeah.
This is freaking intense.
Freaking shadows can kill us. Anything
Yeah.
can.
I'm gonna go and I'm going to pray to my god.
Okay.
Mask.
Oh.
You have a god?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The
I don't
mask.
know that.
What?
Yeah.
This is Jim
Carrey?
Carrey? Yeah.
Isn't it like M-A-S-Q-U-E or something?
No, it's mask.
Oh, M-A-S-K?
Guess what his symbol is?
What?
A mask.
Oh, wow. Could have never known. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like mask.
Wait, so like could I have seen could I have seen Coulter's guy just like kind of like rustle through, like if I can like get my perception thing? Could I have seen him and like follow him?
I tried to do that.
Yeah, I know, but like what if I try and do it? Cuz I got superior night vision.
Did you guys want to try so hard?
I don't know, he's just doing something like
Did you give an excuse as to why you left? Okay.
yeah,
And
you
there's
just,
just him and Jax, right? That are awake.
yeah.
So
Well-
He's secretly awake.
Well, we weren't going to bed yet. We
that
set
is
up
true. It was kind of before that. So
Oh,
he's
yeah.
still awake.
So we would have noticed him just walk off.
Yeah.
So we're just like chilling by the bonfire and he's
It's
like I got to
sneaky.
go pee real quick and he just like sneaks off. And like nobody questions it cuz
I mean, but it's kind of understandable though why he would want to get out and just be alone, to
Yeah.
collect his thoughts, because you're all pretty rattled.
it's pretty dumb.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't care. If he
Yeah,
was
so you may not question his abrupt departure.
I didn't. I'm just Snoopy.
Yeah.
Mask. So I found myself
Can you give me one too?
in a situation
Please.
that I do not like.
Thank you,
much.
sir.
I need some guidance here in this moment. There's a lot of evil afoot, and it's making me very uncomfortable because I am so sure of what the gifts you have given me and all these wonderful things you've brought to my life, but now it's quite horrible, and I don't know. I feel I'm perturbed right now. Did he respond at all? I think he responded.
This music.
He will respond, and he's going to say this: if you go in there, I cannot help you. I will do nothing for you. My advice: don't go in there.
Just about to ask.
However, I'm like the thief god, right?
Yeah.
Half a kingdom does sound pretty good. So, while I cannot guarantee that I will be able to assist you, in fact, I can guarantee that I will not be able to assist you if you go into the forest. But I'm not necessarily saying don't go in the forest.
I see what you're saying.
But don't go in the forest.
Aye, aye, Captain. Thank you.
time. Aye, Captain.
Thank you for your insight once again,
Wisdom.
and I will give you something great on this journey.
I expect nothing less.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You don't sacrifice to it, right?
Not really.
He's gonna freaking kill a goat and just like slice it home.
Kill one of us.
Yeah.
Frick.
Come right back.
Sacrifice himself.
Hey,
What's
going on?
Not much.
That was a pretty
I
long
beat
pee.
from the day.
Yeah, Wiener almost fell off.
Coulter,
Yes.
you're not back yet. As you're walking back in the long grass, pull a block.
Freaking.
Since you wandered off by yourself at night in the dark in the long grass.
Oh, frick.
Is this one loose?
You're going for one down there. Oh, okay,
Wiggle it. Oh, man.
Alright.
Alright.
Which one did I pull?
We're gonna have to put this on a different thing. This is constantly
It's way too
wiggling.
wiggly.
Yeah. We might have to have just a side table somewhere.
Or we can just put it on the ground and then go down and...
And I found a
Someone's
smooth
gonna
surface
kick
so
it
we can
over.
get these
Yeah.
bottom ones actually, because we can't get those. So yeah.
We
I was just putting it on
we can
one
put it
of
on
the
that side
tiles.
table over there.
So yeah, while you're walking back, let's just say a hand shoots out of the tall grass and trips you and starts pulling you into like deeper in, and you are able to turn around and cut it off at the like right here.
Is it like there?
Yeah,
Can I freaking grab it?
Yeah. You can take it back if you want. You can take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'm going to be like at the edge of like of our camp, and we're going to like Pennywise go like this. I'm kidding.
Wow. Okay.
So I go in there like, Bellows, look.
It's like, whose hand did you saw?
It's pure black. Yeah.
Does it
It's
hurt?
like inky. It's inky and it's kind of wet.
Is there like ichor like coming out of it?
Yeah.
Frick that dude.
It
think you,
smells
like, murdered
very.
someone?
It smells familiar to y'all.
Like death.
Yeah.
Look what I found. Can I see that?
Yeah, like cast.
I grab it, I look at it. I want to do my trick again,
Okay.
or whatever.
What's the
So,
trick?
He just
Great.
stares at.
It's like,
He's gonna take it and he's just gonna have it for 10 minutes or just like.
boy, that's what I'm talking about.
That's a pretty good one.
22.
That's pretty solid, actually.
So you do it, and you're able to see like the rest of the thing. So it's just this. It's this all black, like the arm. So it's just all black, and it's got this like sheen of like fluid on it. And it's kind of just like shimmying over to the edge of the forest. It's moved very quickly, so it's already there. And like it's moved real quickly, like at the speed of a shadow. So let's say that it becomes shadow and shoots over, and it begins to crawl into the forest. And the moment that it reaches the edge of the forest and crosses it and goes in, so you see the forest, and what it looks like is this very, very, very tall, just shadowy mass. Like it's like just a big wall of shadow in front of you, and there are these like vines that hang down from the edges of the top trees, so that you can't see in really. But as the thing creeps in, the moment that the back of its foot reaches into the forest, you can't go in there. All you just hear like screaming like in your ears, and it's just bombarding your senses, and you just
Freaking
like
ears are bleeding.
it's horrifyingly loud, and like if you had human ears, they'd be gushing blood. Like it's excruciating.
Yeah, I'll be like falling to my knees, like holding my head.
Yeah. So then you snap out of it.
Oh man.
Dang. Okay. So
y'all
and
are probably like,
that's right by us.
yeah, you guys all see this. You guys all see him screaming and stuff.
Well,
So
Oh,
he's
robot man, what are you doing?
Hey,
was that
What did you
So was
see?
that a vision, or is like the forest by us that I saw?
Well, that was
creature?
your grim psychometry thing.
Right. Yeah.
So
So I got a vision of it.
yeah. So you got a vision of the thing.
I saw the other part of the shadowy figure, but this time it was in solid form.
I bet.